Hi guys, as you can see, I'm gonna struggle. I'm gonna go ahead and do my makeup. So this is the primer I'm using. It's the No Filter Primer by ColourPop. And I'm gonna put that all over my face, put a little bit on my neck. Basically, I very quickly found out that this was gonna be a mess. This is the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. This is an eyeshadow primer. So I'm gonna put that on my eyes. Yeah, like I said, I really quickly, things started going insanely bad, and it's kind of sad. But this is the e.l.f. Brow Lift, and I'm going to use this on my brows, and honestly, when I say it was kind of sad, it was just the fact that I really wanted this to go well, and it just unfortunately did not, but that's okay. This is the e.l.f. Eyebrow Duo brush that I'm using. I'm using the spoolie end, and just applying that e.l.f. brow lift throughout my brows. And I'm just kind of using the spoolie to shape them as well. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a paper towel and I'm just going to try to wipe any of the excess brow lift off my face because it's just oddly sticky. And then this is just the Revolution like powder. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but I think it's supposed to be like a 2-in-1 or something like that, and then a powder puff. Basically with the Revolution powder, I'm just going to use it to set down my brows. And the reason I say I think it's a 2-in-1 is because it had a pressed powder and it also had a loose powder, but I used all the pressed powder, so now it's just loose. This is the NYX Professional Makeup Micro Brow Pencil in the shade Black that I'm now going to use to draw on my eyebrows in the shape that I want. And I'm not like fully drawing them on because I do have some brow hair there, but like I said, I'm basically just shaping them how I want. And then I use the spoolie end of this like brow pencil, and I use that to clean up the like area like around the brow, and so it just kind of makes it straight lines and not wavy. And yeah, but if you can tell, it started going kind of bad kind of quick. And then I'm gonna do the other eyebrow off camera. You'll probably see in this video, oh, now I'm just using that Revolution powder to set my eyebrows. And then right there I put way too much on the one brow, so I was like, well, let's just balance it out. But yeah, again, things go pretty crazy pretty quick, but you're gonna see that I'm going to do one eye on camera and then I'm gonna like cut and do the other eye off camera. So this is the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer. I believe this is the shade Pale. Yeah, it's upside down. I think I fix it. Yeah, shade Pale. This we're gonna use to just put it all over my eyelid, kind of as an eyeshadow base. This is the Ulta Beauty Collection Buffing Concealer Brush. Basically, the reason why I use an eyeshadow primer and concealer, and you'll see me put on some powder on top of that. The reason I do that is because I have really oily skin, and especially oily eyelids. So I have to do what I can to get my eyeshadow to set and not move around. And same thing with my face, like it's kind of a disaster. But you can see I covered. But then I'm trying to show you here, like, do you see where it's basically I just like kind of missed because my eyeshadow, like my eyelashes, whatever. This is the Morphe Shade Thrower palette. This is the palette I'm going to use on my eyes today. And I'm going to start with the shade Fake Friend. And I'm just going to basically fluff that in the crease. I don't even know. I was just trying really hard and it wasn't going well. So I also have my next video that I post after this one is going to be a little more in depth on like what I'm doing. This one was just since everything was going really wrong, I was like, whatever, we're just gonna speed this up and go for it. And then you can see I'm just showing you that I did both eyes, but I think I end up showing you, maybe I don't. Okay, well, now we're gonna take the shade No Thanks and just try to lighten it a little bit, because I guess lighten it and like go around the edges, because I just ultimately thought the fake friend was gonna be lighter than it was. So now we're taking shade So Bad, and we're gonna try to like deepen it, I guess. I don't know. Hopefully I get better at talking. But I think I show you at one point that, okay, we're taking the shade Dirty Laundry, I guess. Never mind. But what I'm trying to say is that on the inner corner, if you can kind of see, it's like there's lines there of almost like where the eyeshadow just like skipped. I don't even know. Now I'm taking this brush and I'm going to do a shimmer shade. So this is the Too Faced Jelly Much eyeshadow. I believe the shade name is Cullen Coven. Let's see. Yes, the shade name is Cullen Coven. This is from the Eclipse collab that they did. This is a really, really beautiful... Oh, and I was just showing you that there's like a seal in there. But this is what it actually looks like when I pull the seal off and I loaded up my brush. Truthfully, that may have been a little too much, but it's fine. And then I like to do kind of like a cut crease shape, so that's what I'm going for here. So we're doing that. I don't know, I feel like I'm losing my train of thought really quick every like 2 seconds, because it's like, oh, we're doing the next thing. Oh, we're doing the next thing. I should have edited this different probably, but it's fine. Yeah, so I got kind of like my base down there, and then I take this brush, and basically what I do is I just buff out the edges so that it's not such a harsh line. Learned that tip from Manny MUA. And then now I'm taking that black shade that I did, can't remember the name of it, but it's fine. And I just add a little bit of that black back in the corner since the shimmer kind of covered it, and that's just what I'm trying to show you here. And then this is the e.l.f. eyeliner in Jet Black, and I have eyeshadow all over my hands, please ignore. And I'm just going to do a little winged eyeliner moment. And letting it dry. Did I say that this is the Morphe Shade Thrower palette? I hope I did. I know I showed it, but I can't remember if I said it. And then I'm just cleaning it up because I realized that both sides did not match at all. So the side that looked really bad and looked like it would be easier to fix, I just fixed that side instead. And I don't know, it didn't go that well. This is the Revolution IRL Filter Long Wear Foundation in shade F1. I'm going to put this all over my face. And you're going to see really quick that I started with a sponge, went to a brush, tried to use the brush was going terribly, so then I switched back to the sponge. Like I said, I'm doing my best here, but it's not going well. And then, yeah, enjoy. So in case you couldn't tell, that is a huge patch of skin that I missed foundation on my cheek, and I did not notice until editing the video. So, yeah, this is the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop Concealer, again, in shade Pale. Just doing my under eyes. I try to use that Ulta Beauty, like, buffing concealer brush again to kind of help blend it out, but yeah. Oh, here's the Jeffree Star setting powder in shade Fair. Going back to my concealer, though, I just did my under eyes, bridge of my nose, chin. I can't remember if I did the top, like my top lip or not. I don't remember. And then I did my forehead as well. And now I'm just setting my entire face. I didn't set as heavily as I normally would because I was like, well, I'm just taking this off after. Because it was like 8 p.m.-ish, I think, when I started. And I didn't finish my makeup until a little after 10. But Okay, this is the NYX Buttermelt Blush in Had Butter. I love this blush. It is very pigmented. If you've seen the Buttermelt blushes, you know. Oh, this is the Jeffree Star Extreme Frost Highlighter. I'll let you just read the name. But yeah, I just put on some highlighter, and then I'm going to take this fancy brush, go back into that shade Fake Friend, and just put a little under my eye. And then I was crashing out because it was looking terrible. So that's me saying I give up. Here's the NYX Marshmallow Setting Spray. I don't know what was happening there, but it just like looked like I was like crawling out of a coffin. Or like, you know, like a vampire when they like sit up. Yeah, that's what I was looking like. But here I'm just doing the Essence Lash Without Limits tubing mascara. And then I'm going to do the e.l.f. Cream Guide lip liner in shade Mauve Aside. And I am not very good at lip liner, so I'm going to have another crash out in a moment because it was looking really bad. But I fixed it, so that's what matters, I guess. Yeah, and then this is the Lime Crime Soft Touch. I can't read the shade name. I think the shade name's Mauve Motel, if that's how you say it. And I just use that and just kind of fill in my inner lip, basically. And then here I'm just taking a little brush and cleaning up the edges because, like I said, they looked really rough. And then I take the NYX Butter Gloss in, I don't know, Sugar Glass. Just a little gloss. And yeah, that's the look. It was a struggle to get there, but we got there in the end. And I feel like it looked not terrible. So, yay. Thanks for watching.